Hello, you lovely people. This is me, the Bombay Chef Varun Inamdar, and welcome to Get Curried. Today's recipe is quite fluid. When I say fluid, it's actually coarse fluid. You can have it for breakfast, lunch, evening snacks, dinner, late night supper. Choice is completely yours. The recipe, Moghlai Paratha. I'm going to divide this recipe in 4 components. The first one is making the dough. The second one is making the mixture. The third component is getting the shape correct. And the fourth one is frying this. Now you can deep fry this, you can pan fry this. The choice is completely ours. What I prefer is pan frying this recipe. So I'm going to show you that. First things first, a refined flour in a deep bowl. To this, I'm going to add in salt as required and knead this into a soft dough with the help of water. Do not get tempted to add in all the water at once. Well, generally 30% hydration is perfect for a recipe like this. Now, what do I mean by 30% hydration? If the flour is say 100 grams, 30 ml of water works just perfectly. Time to add in oil and knead this further. The whole idea is to ensure that the dough becomes nice, soft and pliable so that the Moghlai Paratha, while shaping, becomes nice and elastic. And that's the beauty of this dough. Once the dough is done and ready, I'm going to keep this aside. Of course, I'm going to tap this once, twice over. Keep it covered and aside. Time to make the stuffing. For the stuffing, first things first, whole eggs. To this, let's add in chicken pieces, breast of course, boneless. Followed up with red onions, roughly cut, chopped green chilies, again depending on the spice that you can take. I like it spicy, so I'm going all out and adding in green chilies, freshly cut coriander leaves, and a few basic spices, beginning with garam masala, red chili powder, a touch of turmeric powder, salt as required, and we mix this well. Our Moghlai Paratha mixture is done and ready. Let's keep this aside and bring the dough on the working table now. See, the dough is nice and soft and we knead it just like that. Absolutely smooth and pliable. The next step is to take a little bit of oil and we tap this on top of the oil on the workbench. Give it a flip and with the help of your fingers, we start spreading this dough till it almost becomes thin like a chapati, maybe thinner. Remember the fact that a Moghlai Paratha is not like a usual paratha. It's almost like an envelope. It's almost squarish and like an envelope with a stuffing of eggs and chicken. So ensure that this is nice and thin because eventually when it all gets encased, it shouldn't become too doughy. While ensuring that this becomes nice and thin, another thing that you also have to ensure is that there are no pockets or no holes while sheeting this nice and thin. Let's add in 2 to 3 scoopfuls of this mixture in the center. Now this is literally making component 3 and 4 together, which is shaping and frying. Let's pick and bring it to the center. Similarly from the other side as well. Well, eventually what you need to note and realize in this case is the Moghlai Paratha eventually looks squarish, almost like a Baida roti or a Baida paratha. Once you place the Moghlai Paratha on top of the pan, it needs to cook for at least 30 to 40 seconds at the bottom. Then you flip it, allow that to cook as well. And then we'll start dredging a little bit of oil and start pan frying this till it's nice and crisp, golden brown on the outside and soft, succulent and juicy with it. But ensure the fact that the chicken and the egg is perfectly cooked. Absolutely perfect. A Mughlai paratha is done and ready. Similarly, let's make some more. The steps remain the same. Our Mughlai parathas are fried and ready. The next step is to cut these into little pieces and serve this with tomato ketchup and a salad. Which salad? I'll tell you. And finally, I'm going to serve this with a salad which has beetroots, carrots, red onions, finely chopped chilies, coriander leaves, and salt. Now, I've used chicken in this recipe. You can stick only to eggs. You can add in prawns, you can add in fish, you can add in lamb. Choice is completely yours. The whole idea is for you to make this at home. This is from our kitchen to yours. This is me, the Bombay chef, Varun Inamdar, signing off. Bye for now.